If nobody talks about you, then you are nobody. Then you are nobody. Remember, child.
All is One Reflections. My name is Osun Kemibi, La Belle Esprit, aka the Soul Doctor, aka the Bone Lady. I am a naturopathic practitioner, natural medicine doctoral candidate, ordained minister, biological health scientist, and everything you need to align mind, body, and soul. Here I am teaching you the next installment in our Tools and Technology series under the Orisa Hoodoo Institute, which is founded by my godmother, the Reverend Priestess Oshunfuke Yanifa. Now, this is like I said, ritual prep because the Sunday after next, we are getting going for everything that we need to know. So for right now, our next step is understanding. So within this class, Integration of Power, we will be doing an intensive review of the foundational concepts so far in the series: herbalism and root work, oil alchemy, prayer and petition, amulets, and general understanding. Then we will move on to understanding what the exploration of power integration means for us as practitioners and for us as Orisha Hoodoos, okay? And then I will be giving y'all the ritual prep. Oh, give me a second. It went all the way to the end, y'all. Okay, so the first thing that we reviewed in our series was herbalism and root work. We know as children of the diaspora that root work hits differently for us. We have to understand that with aspects of herbalism and root work, it is the interconnectedness of our mind, body, and spiritual environment. And this approach helps us to understand and achieve to eliminate and prevent diseases and illnesses. And I want you guys to understand mind, body, and soul doesn't just mean physical ailments, okay? And disease isn't just limited to the physical, but any disruption that causes misalignment, okay? So anytime you're going to the altar for anything, whether it's protection, whether it's manifestation, whether it's clearing out blockages, that conjure work is the essential reason why we have root work and herbalism within our foundational practice. That's why I started out with this, because with herbalism and root work, that's how you can do your oils, that's how you can do your tinctures, that's how you can do your candles and dress them well, right? Because we have to understand that each plant source has its own herbal energetic, which we went over in the class. And again, if you missed this class, you can find it at Osun Kemibi, learnorishahoodoo.com. Okay. So we know that herbal remedies are the foundational of traditional medicine. Even to this day, knowledge that has been passed down still affects us, generation to generation, not just as children of the diaspora, but as people as a whole. Our ancestors have contributed to the medicinal and the healthcare world way before it was trendy, way before it was popular. This was due to their remedies. This was due to their prescriptions. This was due to their cultivation and the sustainability of the plants in question, meaning when it was growing well. We didn't have any agricultural issues that you see now. Put some bees in the chat if you flying with me, if you buzzing with me, if you catching what I'm putting down, okay? And we have to understand again, this knowledge has been passed down generation to generation, not just through class, like you're in right now, not just in sitting at the feet of your elders. If you're in the alignment ceremony 2 weeks ago, you know what I'm talking about. Not just in listening and participating in community. This was via stories, via songs, via the Bible, In that class, I gave y'all about 3 or 4 different recipes that King Solomon used, okay, for anointing oils, okay, and for some other remedies to help you get down what you need to get down. I also went over the importance of plant power, okay? So, like I said, everything has a vibration. Life carries the vibration, and that is what the herbs within themselves. It doesn't matter if it is fresh, it doesn't matter if it's dried, the energy is there, okay? And we talked about some of the major ingredients that are used within working and cooking, all aspects of life. Conjure men and women, practitioners, children of the diaspora. Okay, we understand that the importance of plants beyond the conjure aspect, they help us breathe. The oxygen production, right? Critical for photosynthesis. Y'all know I'm gonna take it there every time because it is the survival of living organisms, including humans. We have to respect the plant. We have to respect the herb, not only because it's our food source, not only because it helps us to breathe, not only because of the medicinal values. When you come to me for a consultation, yes, we're going to talk about the big pharma that your doctor has you on, but we're also going to talk to you about the herbal remedies that your ancestors want you on. That mind, body, soul connection. The remedies that your ancestors were given before labs were even created, right? And understanding the climate regulation that plants have, the balance, the prevention of erosion, for example. They provide homes to the other organisms that we eat, right? And the general economic importance of it all. They make money and they make us look good and feel good. Okay. If you guys understand what I'm saying, go ahead and keep on putting those honeybees down for me because we buzzing right along because you picking up what I'm putting down. And if you have a question at any time, go ahead and ask. Raise your hand. Let me know. Put in the chat, okay? Good, good. I see y'all rocking with me. See you rocking with me. Okay, the next aspect of the series that we went over is oils. Okay. Like we said, this is a layering class. Why would I teach y'all oils if y'all know how to use the plants to go in them? The essence that come from definition of essential oils, right? So oils are the product of applying herbalism root work. Again, as root workers, as conjure people, as practitioners, we are transforming the lives within us. We aren't keeping it to ourselves. We're healing and protecting our children. We're ministering in the communities, right? So I went over the anatomy of oils, how it's the pure essence of the plant. I went over some essential oils as a practitioner, as an Orisa voodoo practitioner, you need to have on hand. Frankincense, jasmine, cedar, peppermint, lavender, citrus, thyme. Again, if you missed this class, Osun Kemibi, learnorishahoodoo.com. I went over cautions because that's my responsibility as Cecil doctor, especially as pregnant persons, what you can use and what is not necessarily safe for you during these next 9 months for you, okay? What's important to consume and what's not. I also went over some of the carrier bases that are important to have on hand. Coconut, sweet almond, sunflower, okay? Some of the benefits that they carry, how they hydrate, how they nourish you, how they soothe, how they protect, and how versatile they are. And we know how versatile they are because we went over the herbal energetics in the root work and herbalism class. Okay, and again, same cautions apply. I went over some of the hoodoo practices, the anointing. I went deep into the Bible. Fourth gen preacher's kid right here. So we gonna use that Bible, baby, every time. Aaron, Moses' brother, how he anointed his sons into priesthood using specific oils. Anoint my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. And the establishment that divinity has within nature, that was seen with the Ark of the Covenant, that was seen as sacrifice, specifically within the Old Testament of morning and evening worship. Exodus 25:6 speaks on the olive oil for light, spices for the anointing, fragrant incense. How oils, again, make us look good and feel good. The medicinal aspects that they have. Are any among you sick? That's what the Bible say. Are any among you sick? They should call for the elders of the church and have them pray over them, anointing them with oil in the name of the Lord. That's New Testament right there. That's in Mark. Very clear. Are any among you sick? They drove out many demons, anointed many sick people with oil, and healed them. Okay. We also, not just from an ancestral point of view, when you are going to bury your dead, right? Honor your dead. That was also seen in the Gospel of John. Okay. So Mark 6:13, Exodus 25:6, and literally the Gospel of John when it's speaking about Nicodemus, especially in relation to Jesus and the crucifixion. Y'all will let me know if y'all want some more classes on that, because y'all know I love a good Bible conjure class. And because I love it so much, I gave y'all the recipe to start your own conjure oil. I gave y'all the enchantments of what to use. Okay. Again, we're buzzing right along. The next part was prayer and petition. So this is your plea to invoke transformation via divine source with the words of your mouth. Okay, your afoshe is what we say. I gave y'all, like I said, the formula of prayer. We praise the power source in question. Right now, we're speaking of our Gungun, our most benevolent, our most elevated ancestors. We repent because, listen, we human and we might not always act right now. Okay? We ask. That's where the petition comes in. What do you really need, baby? What you really need? Why you here? And then yes, we are affirming what has been done because we know that they will do that. Why? Because we have asked, and it is in the name and the goodwill of our ancestors. Okay? I told y'all how to prepare yourself for prayer. And because there are some things that can and cannot be done when you are preparing yourself for prayer. Again, be for real with yourself, with your practice, with your ancestors, with your spiritual quirk. If you are watching this and like, yo, Osun Kemibi, what's a spiritual quirk? We have mentorship for that. Send me a DM on Ohi Discord. We are getting a new platform soon. So if you are seeing this at a later date, send me a DM there so we can establish your Orisa Hoodoo journey in the way that works best for you. Okay? We know that we must come correct when preparing ourselves for prayer because we are seeking divine assistance. And again, we must be for real with our practice and with ourselves. And I gave you guys a petition ritual, which helps you give deposits into the ancestral treasury and help you align with your prayer practice. Okay? Again, buzzing right along. Next, we did amulets and mojo bags. Now, this is a physical body of conjure. This is your manifestation in real time. It's used to protect, invoke transformation. I gave y'all the history of common amulets that we use. The Ankh, the Evil Eye, the Scarabs. I even talked about Elekes. I did. If you want to know about it, get that class. And if you want them, again, send me a DM on OHA Discord or the new platform if you're seeing this at a later date. I went over the anatomy of a amulet, okay? The cloth, the crystal, the common herbs, the common metals, the bones and charms. I am the bone lady. Class is coming soon. And I am helping you guys understand why personal belongings matter, especially with involvement of crafted prayer. Okay. Is everybody picking up what I'm putting down so far? Drop them B's for me if I know we are on the same page. If you have questions, put them in the chat now and we can ask and we can talk about it. All right, cool. I see we rocking, we rolling. Cool. Now, this is why we're here. Welcome. We are deeping down into the application of understanding. Okay, so Ilana Van Zant defines understanding as emotional and spiritual awareness that creates shift in your energy, in your mind, body, and soul. As the soul doctor, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about it from that point of view. What's important is that we understand that understanding, again, is like I said, the emotional and spiritual awareness. So why are you guys here? You're here to learn. You're here to grow. You're here to advance your spiritual practice. You're here to bring honor and legacy to your bloodline, to yourself, to your ancestors. You're here to really invoke that change. You're here because you're really trying to pop your shit. At the end of the day, that's why you're here. You are literally in a layer and conjuring course so you can understand how to build up what we already talked about so you can pop your shit wholeheartedly. That's your intention. The theory behind that is making yourself aware of understanding. See, I got some honeybees right there. See, you know what I'm talking about. Because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. First, you have to have courage. So doing what needs to be done. All right, now, sometimes we don't necessarily move when we're supposed to move. Sometimes that might be due to laziness. That might be due to depression. That might be due to trauma. That might just because, baby, we just don't want to fucking do it. But we have to remind ourselves where we are, what we come to do, who our ancestors are. I always tell my beginning baby students and my clients that you want to move how your most elevated ancestor would move. So if that means sometimes you just gotta wake up X amount of times a day to pray, because that's what the priest has told you to do, and that's what you know is gonna work to get you in alignment, that's what you do. Even when your girlfriend not doing it, even when your bestie not doing it, because this is your journey, it's your courage, it's your strength. It is an Ifa truth that the Orisa live within us. You know how strong you are? You know everything our ancestors have prevailed? Do you understand everything that you came to do? The courage is where that comes from. That passion inside of yourself. That's not just your own, that's your ancestors, baby. Again, to pop your shit wholeheartedly because that's what you came to do. And I know that might be iffy for some of us, especially if you are coming from the church, especially if you have trauma or certain hurt. But this is where the trust comes in. Your trust in your spiritual core that everything will come. Why? I already told y'all in the prayer and petition class how you should be praying and how you should be crafting your petitions. It's important that we learn how to pray for the circumstantial change that needs to occur. It's important that we are clear with the transformation we need to experience. And if you really bout it, if you're really feeling it for real, and if you really want to experience it, you have to trust that it will come. Not in your time, though, because you got work to do, baby. And I'm not just speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself because this is a communal practice. Reflections, all is one. We got work to do. So when you do that petition, when you do that tincture, when you do that oil, when you do that prescription, you trust that it's been done because the why in your prayer already confirms that. Because it's in alignment for your destiny, because it aligns with the will of your ancestors. If you're feeling, go ahead and put some more honeybees in chat, because I know I'm speaking for real. And again, this goes back to just being for real with yourself. And again, the application of faith, my bad, of faith. Faith is the things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. But then I want to challenge you. You saw it because you wrote it down in the petition. You saw it because you manifested this real time. Not when you die. E5 tells us that we are to live a life of success, of promise, of wealth in every aspect. And you deserve that now. And that's where the greatest awareness of who our ancestors are, and that where we strengthen the connection. We know that this is an internal process because they're going to work regardless. But how they work and show up for you is up to you. You can be a blockage to your own blessing. You can be a resistance to your own blessing. You can really make sure that you do not get in your own fucking way at the end of the day. Because what did we say? Y'all said them bees is what we came here to do. What? Pop our shit. Okay. The benefits of understanding is a peace of mind. The benefits of understanding is clarity. The benefits of understanding is strength. Why? Because you have courage. The benefits of understanding is elimination of fear and hesitation. Because when they say move, you better fucking move. Because like, why? We have things to do, baby. We got babies to raise, legacies to build. You can't do that if you are stuck, stagnant. And if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you can't move, what is the holdup? Have you not been using your resources? Have you not been applying the tools and technology series by Osun Kemibi, the soul doctor and the bone lady? Found at learnerishahoodoo.com. Have you not been really having the conversations that need to be had in our Ojai Discord when I'm doing them check-ins saying what y'all need? How can our community support you? We have senior priestesses in training, people of all the professions, doctors, therapists, managers, admin, trying to get y'all right because we apply in our Muggle vocation into our priesthood, like my good priestess My good sis Princess RJ Igbe said in her class the other day. That's all intertwined. I already told y'all we was using the Bible. So, Ephesians 5:15-17. Be very careful then how you live, not unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord will is. Now, I told y'all, if y'all ever took a Bible class from me, you may replace Lord with either Oldamare or with Ogungun. Egungun are your most benevolent, your most elevated ancestors. They're your first line of defense. They are your power source. They are your why to keep going. So, right now, I'm getting ready to open the discussion up to the class because why do y'all think I chose? I don't want to say I chose this verse. Why do y'all think this? The Spirit said this is a verse that needs to be put for this aspect of understanding. And I'm gonna call on people if y'all don't answer. So either raise your hand or take yourself off mute or do what needs to be done. Because I'm gonna call on people. I want to make sure everybody understands.
Hi.
Hi.
I think that this is saying definitely the part where it says that, hi, my name is Demetria. It's my first time attending one of your classes. Sorry I didn't introduce myself. I don't have any beads or amulets, or I've been trying to come on this path for a while. I feel like it's crazy because my daughter brought me to Oshun, and from there, my ancestors led me the way. And I feel like I don't have a choice but to continue with this call and to make sure I keep the safety for me and my family. And that's it. And I feel like this is it. Like you could be so smart when you know the way and you're still doing the stupid things. Like, you read the instructions, it said go left, but you think right is that shortcut for you. And you have to understand that you're being foolish thinking that you know the right way to go, even though you read the instructions and that's what she was supposed to do. And that's how I interpret this. And yeah, I want some other information. I'm also a cannabis influencer, activist, edible creator, and I work with a lot of oils. I healed myself from cancer. Had 2 kids from it, and I'm just trying to mentally ground myself and keep on going. I feel like I have not been grounded and know who my Ori is, but I personally feel like I know who it is because she stays with me all the time. So I don't know if it's this portion of my life, but I feel like she stays with me even when the other ones come around. They're like, "Hey, how you doing, guys?" So that's just me. But I feel like I was being really ignorant by knowing that this is the way I was supposed to go, but I refused not to because I felt like if I didn't do it, then I wasn't responsible of what could happen to me, and I'm still responsible of it because I chose not to educate myself due to fear, which you said. Courage. I didn't have enough courage and didn't trust in myself to keep on going.
Okay.
So I'm here again.
Yes.
What falls, right back up. Dust to dust, ash to ash. Hey, my ancestors didn't get it the first try, and I didn't either, but I ain't gonna quit. So I'm here.
Well, welcome. I'm glad you're
Thanks.
here. You are in a safe space. Like I said, you are in a space of priestesses of different backgrounds. Okay, so I just want
Yeah,
you to know
kind of
that,
felt that at the beginning.
right. So
It's
you,
very strong energy.
yes, definitely. I will be giving my information at the end of the class so we can connect. Because I want to just make sure that you are establishing yourself well. But what you said in relation to the verse was very, very on par. I appreciate you using yourself as an example because sometimes all we know is experience. Okay, so you literally diving deep in there to say, okay, being accountable is what I'm trying to say. You were accountable as a Orisha Hoodoo practitioner. So we have to be accountable of what we did, what we did not do, how we moved, how we did not move. So I want to applaud you right now in this space for being transparent, especially with your first time being here. And I do welcome you to join the more classes, not just with myself, but what my other sisters have to offer, because we want to make sure that you are well within your journey. Invite the babies. It's a family affair. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Priestess Olaia, I see your hand raised. Are you able to speak?
Always on reflections. Can you see me okay?
Say it again, Priestess.
Always on reflections. Can you see me okay?
Yes, we see you. We hear you. Oh, Mia.
Yo. So your question about why Spirit put it on you to share this scripture, I think the thing that just hit for me and what I'm getting or picking up right now is the classes that you've been given and the information that have been given, right? So you've given enough wisdom and enough information for people to live wise, right? And making every opportunity count in so many different ways, you know? And then also just incorporating, like when just speaking about prayer, you know what I'm saying? The ways to pray, things that you can do to fortify your prayer, all those things have come up in all your recent classes and what I feel like this scripture is talking about.
That is perfect, Priestess. Thank you for giving your perspective of that. And I appreciate that as my big sister and as my elder. Thank you for even being here. All the senior priestesses actually. Thank you guys for your presence. You too, yeah. So yes, y'all got it down, Pat. Take advantage of your resources. Y'all know why y'all are here. And like we said, we are here to serve the community. We have the opportunities via classes, via rituals, webinars, free divinations, those in-depth divinations to get down the nitty-gritty. So make the most of every opportunity. Exactly. All right, next. Ooh, okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Listen here. The reason why we have the Bible verse at the end, because y'all know in Sunday school and in church, and they're like, this is the memory verse for the class. This is y'all's memory verse for the class, so write it down. Ephesians 5:15-17. If you got the Bible app, if you are my student, you have the Bible app and you are highlighting this. All right, so like Priestess Olaia said, we are using our tools and technology. What are they? Y'all been in class. Y'all know what they are. And there are more coming to it, but it doesn't make sense giving you guys more technology like bone. Oh, Priestess Omisika said that at the same time. Yes, Priestess Omisika, these are my chicken bone amulet earrings. Y'all want to know how to make them? Y'all need to get these basics right here. Y'all want to know how to use railroad spikes to get them prayers delivered right here and there? Y'all need to learn these lessons right here. Some of the application already that we've used was making the conjure oil. In the oil class, y'all used herbalism. Y'all used energetics to make your own oil. In the mojo bags, herbalism, oil, feeding it, ancestor work, that's layers right there as well. Okay. Look at this picture right here. These are some conjure oils I have made for a client. Who can tell me what aspects of layering they see here? You can take yourself off mute or raise your hand. Keep in mind, this is the working altar that I had set up for them.
I see bones, I see oil, I see a plant there, I see herb medicine, and lots
Yes.
of prayers radiating off that photo.
Yes. Yes. Yes, exactly. All of that. So these oils, specifically protection oil, divine feminine oil. So obviously the herbalism and the root work went into the conjure oils themselves. But also the bones here. First off, them bones is clean. Exactly, Priestess Amisika. Oxtail. Why? Because we're not bullshitting around. Why? Because, like I said, we have shit to do, literally. Why? Because be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the word of the Lord, in the word of our ancestors, in the word of my prayers that come off of my mouth because I'm speaking with Athoshe. And that's the money tree in the bag. Because we're doing prosperity work, because everything I do is prosperous. Every word I speak brings me money. If y'all were in Priestess Amisika's class, any of them, you know what I'm speaking on. Currency is the energy, and it flows well. Okay? And I need to say, them bones is clean, baby. Them bones is clean. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Now, some of the divine energetics that we need to learn off top. If you're in Coven, y'all were already in my Old Testament Marine class, which is for directions. If y'all weren't in Coven, because you're my student, here's the basics. Ina, Omi, Afefe, Ile. These are the elements that help get done what we need to get done. Okay? The element is fire, Ina, fire, life, action, change, courage. I already told y'all needed courage to have this understanding so you can do what needs to be done. Fire, a candle. There are some elements that have, there are some herbs that have fire energy. Ginger. And from a physical point of view, how that helps with your stomach. And if you know where all magic starts in the gut, you get why that is prominent and why that makes sense. Omio. Speaking of Omi, it holds memory. It's a conduit of energy, okay? The fluctuating emotions, our dreams, okay? We have different types of water: river, cleansing, ocean, abundance, rain, transformation, moon, that intuition. And we take our baths on our feet, on our hands, on our head, on our body. That's hoodoo as hell. Afefe, our air, okay? The aspect of divine transformation. It governs the mind. Our intelligence, our creativity, our curiosity. It helps us define and align what source is. Okay? We use incense to have that change of vibration for our environment. We use prayer to have that for that change in environment. When a priestess has a problem, she prays. If you're not on the priesthood journey, which is perfectly fine because it may not be in everybody's destiny to be a priestess. When a practitioner has a problem, they pray. Same PR. Be for real with yourself. The Bible say, of course I'm gonna tell you what the Bible say. The Bible say Okay, may my prayer be set before you like incense. May the lifting of my hands be like evening sacrifice. That's in Psalms. And if y'all know Psalms, David was a conjurer, okay? That whole book. Y'all know that because I dropped my power of the Psalms. I need to get back to that series, but y'all are good on Psalms 23 right now because there was a prayer ritual in that as well. Yes, priestess, it's the same, right? The same prayer, same PR. Thank you for the honeybees. Let me know y'all still wasn't with me. Copal for purification, frankincense for divine communication, myrrh for that stable focus, sage to block that shit out, clear that shit out. Sage is spiritual bleach. So if you're using sage, you're using something else to get that together. Sandalwood and patchouli. Ile, ibashe, ile. So this is the foundational element of magic itself, right? This is where the source of our resources are founded. This is the ancestor aspect. This is the grounding aspect, okay? We know this with our dirt, when you use different dirt. The sacred, I am working on my sacred land series. So we talking the graveyard, we talking the cemetery, they're different. The graveyard, the cemetery, the river, the church, we going through all those places and the energies of those dirts that they hold because they are different. Even though they are earthbound, they each have specific powers, okay? We see that in our herbs, the roots, the ones that literally grow underground, our gingers, our turmeric. We see that with our animals. Okay. We see that with our crystals. And some of this stuff was just coming to me. That's why it's not on the PowerPoint. But y'all taking notes because y'all are good students of mine. So that's what y'all are doing. So we're prepping for the ritual. It's going to be for 8 days. Your power source is Ogungun. If you are in Coven, you already know what the other power source is based on what you see on the screen. It will be for 8 days. You will need 8 tea light candles. You will need the oil from my oil alchemy class. Because this is to prep for the ritual that is in 2 weeks, let me be clear. If you are watching the recording, take the time to make the oil. If you will be in class 2 weeks from now, you are enchanting olive oil with Psalm 25. I'm at Psalm 23, my bad. You are enchanting olive oil with Psalms 23 5 times if you are watching this live. If you are not watching this live, you are taking the oil class because that's stayed on that. Okay, so you will make sure that you are going to craft your prayer that's focused on Ephesians 5 15 17. That is our memory verse for the class for the 8 days. Thank you for letting me know you still wasn't with me. You will light your candle, 1 tea light candle per day. You are going to anoint your ears and your third eye with the oil. It's either gonna, like I said, if this is a recording, just stop, go back to the oil class if you don't have it. If you're doing this live, Psalm 23 oil on your ears and on your third eye. You're going to meditate on the verse. You're going to record any revelations, any dreams, any downloads. Y'all cannot understand these next elements that I'm about to teach y'all if y'all can't understand the basics, and this ritual will help y'all do so. Okay? For the ritual that will be Sunday up next, you will need a single flower of choice from what you did from the first class. The reason why you're doing this is because you already know this energy. You already know what they said to you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you are going back to the first class and doing what this says. Same for the root of choice. You will need cool water. You will need the crafted oil. Again, if this is your last time watching this, if this is your last time watching this, I'm sorry, if this is your first time watching this live, I got distracted by the chat, y'all. If this is your first time watching this live, you will be Psalms 23, your oil. That's what you bring in a class. Olive oil, a floating wick, and a small glass bowl. Your offerings will be fresh fruit, gin, and a home-cooked meal. So you cooking on Sunday to give to your ancestors. You'll be in all white with your head covered. Do I have any questions about the ritual prep or the ritual materials? Take yourself off mute or raise your hand if you have any questions. All right, I don't see anything. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna keep seeing this verse because we need to know how we getting down. Be very careful then how you live as children of the diaspora, as royal priesthood, as Orisa Hoodoo practitioners, how you live, not as unwise, but as wise. Making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is, what the ancestors' will is, what the Orisa will is. You'll understand it because you're doing that ritual. Do I have any questions? We good? Let me check the chat real quick. Oh yeah, Priestess Let Me See, because that's perfect. Thank you for answering that. Okay. I don't see any questions. Oops, sorry. So within this course, we went over an intensive review of the foundational concepts we did already: herbalism, root work, oil alchemy, amulets, prayer. We explored the power of integration using understanding, and we are prepping for a ritual, which will be Sunday after next. I want to thank you guys for attending, participating, and rocking with me. If you want to be connected with me, Osun Kemibi, the Soul Doctor, aka the Bone Lady, because I do have some exciting classes coming soon. I do have mentorships coming soon. But like I said, y'all can't do none of that if we're not doing the basics, okay? So go ahead and scan the QR code that you see on the screen to stay connected with me. If you would like to book a checkup with me, you can find me at Osun Kemibi, learnerishahoodoo.com, as well as any of my upcoming classes and past classes. Okay? My pharmacy is open. Soulful Healing Garden. Okay? So if you want some oils, if you want some prayers, if you want some get right, you know where to find me. My amulets will be added soon. Very, very soon. I'm talking railroad spec amulets. I'm talking my curio jewelry that you hear. But I am taking pre-orders. So if you would like anything, I know y'all seen my bone necklace with the neck bones. I know y'all seen my earrings that I'm wearing now. I've also done some things with some oxtails. Send me a DM on Facebook, Ohio Discord, and I can send you an invoice, and we can just get that started now. Healthy energy exchange, because send love for this free class, free ritual, okay, and free get right that y'all are getting from the alignment priestess. You can cash at me, you can PayPal me, and if you are not able to give monetarily at this time, you may spread the word. Okay, you can scan. Also, I would like feedback personally. This it's just for me as an instructor to understand how you guys are learning, how y'all are taking this information in. Go scan the QR code at the bottom. But if you guys just want to say what an amazing class this was, how aligned you feel with your ancestors, how excited you are for this free ritual, you can talk about it on Facebook. Make sure you tag me, hashtag Bone Lady, hashtag The Soul Doctor. And that's just that on that. I'm gonna ask one more time if I have any questions. Let me check the chat. Will I be able to come back to this page later? As soon as this recording is done, it will be published on the site. But you can message me on OHI Discord if you have any questions in the meantime. You can also ask on Facebook using the hashtags below. How we doing? How we feeling? Did I answer everybody's questions? Y'all feel like y'all learned a little piece or two? Good, okay, I see my honey pots. Good, good, good. Okay, like I said, if y'all have any questions, y'all know where to find me. Thank you. Okay, I see the comments coming in. Good, y'all enjoy it. I feel gratitude. Good, I see my honeybees. Good, good, good. Oh, my Cash App, let me put it back on screen, priestess. Let me put my stuff, y'all. Okay, so my Cash App, the OG Flower Child. Of course, because I'm the root doctor. That can be one of the hashtags too. I just haven't really promoted it well, like I've been doing Bone Lady and Soul Doctor. But yeah, my first title was the OG Flower Child because I be working them roots, baby. And if you want to know how well I work them, you can book a reading for your own custom prescription at Osun Kemibi, learnorishahoodoo.com. Okay, let me check the chat one more time, make sure we good on everything. Okay, good, good, good. I see my hearts, I see my bees. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Director Ekpe. Great. Okay, well, that was my class, Application of Understanding Using the Integration of Power for Understanding Tools and Technology. Okay. My name is Osun Kemibi, aka The Soul Doctor. Remember that everything is okay with Dr. OK. Until next time, peace. Like the river.
If nobody talks about you, then you are no